Hi, we are now going to discuss about the digital computer classification. First, let us see about the microcomputers. Microcomputers is a small and inexpensive. Normally, a computer with a microprocessor can be called as a microcomputer. This microprocessor act as a CPU in a computer. Such a computer can be called as a microcomputers. The components of a microcomputers are microprocessor, memory, and input-output devices. This microprocessor will be a CPU, and this microcomputers can also be called as the personal computer. Examples of microcomputers are workstation, desktop, server, laptop, notebook, and these are all these all can be called as the microcomputers similar to that configurations. And personal computers, the computers used at home can be called as a personal computer. We use the personal computers in educational institution and other organizations. Normally we use at home to do some documentation, to play games, to surf through the web, perform the various desktop publishing, that is designing invitations, posters, and typing. Can for that we can use we will be using the personal computers in our day-to-day life. Laptop is a same as a PC personal computer in functionality, but more compact and portable. We call this as a laptop by the fact that normally we can keep at our lap and use it, so it got its name laptop. It requires less power and it can be operated on batteries. Compared to PC, it has a lower capacity, and it is costlier in case of a maintenance compared to the PCs. And next, workstations. These are all similar to the PCs, but requires more memory and high-speed processor. Normally, we use this to use for network applications, and they are designed with the intention to support the network operating system. It can be used for architectural design, video editing, animations, etc. And the next classification is a PDA, that is personal digital assistant. It is like a mini computer, smaller than the laptops, can also be called as a palm top. Frequently used information can be used to store in a PDA. Nowadays, we use the smart cards. The smart card holds information about the user and transactions. So, day to day and frequently used information can be carried along with the device PDA. Smaller than the laptop, so it can be easily carried along with us. And the next one is the desktop. If portability is not required, if we need, we can place a PC on a desk and we can use it. So such computers can be called as a desktop computers. Notebook, a notebook computer can also be called as a laptop. It is very thin and lightweight, and the average weight may range from 2.5 to more than 10 pounds. And another classification is the netbooks. It is similar to the laptop, but the only difference is size. Its weight varies from 840 grams to 1 kilogram or 2 to 3 pounds. A tablet PC. Next, this is a special type of notebook. It allows you to write or draw on the screen using a digital pen. It requires a digital pen. Through that pen, we can write and put the signature. Normally, in while getting the license, we used to put the signature digitally. The same can be copied into the computer. So that is a tablet PC. iPad is an example of a tablet PC. Its weight ranges from 1 to 1.5 kilograms. The next digital computer classification is a mini computer. It came into use in the 1960s. It can also be called as a mid-range computer. It is not like a mainframe computer and not like a microcomputer. It holds capabilities between that. So here, one or more processors can be used to support the multitasking, multiprocessing. Uh, Multiprocessing can be done through this number of processors in this computer. Examples are DEC, VAX, range. These are all the mini computer machines. It is smaller than the mainframe, have less capability and processing, and cheaper compared to the mainframe. For a medium sized business, we can make use of this mini computers. Multiple terminals will be there, and it can also be used as a network server, and a few users can use at a time. This since multiple terminals and multiple processors are there, few users can use it and share the data at a time. And the next one is a mainframe computer. It is very large, powerful and expensive. Here number of users, that is up to 50,000 users can use and share the data at a time. Normally in a banks and in a insurance companies, the mainframe computers are used, and the millions of instructions can be executed per second, and it is used in a very large organization. Supercomputer, it is a fast, it is meant for fast speed of very complex operations or applications can be designed or computed using the supercomputer. That is 1 trillion operations per second can be executed by the supercomputer. Here it is made up of thousands or hundreds or thousands of computers. There in a mini computers, a few hundreds of computers are used, but here thousands of computers are used together, and for a special complex operations we can make use of the supercomputers for a weather forecasting, nuclear research, scientific research. In case if we use an enormous amount of data, that processing can be done using a supercomputers. Example, sensors calculation, designing aircraft, military applications, and there's a more than the mainframe. It has more power and it's very large in size. And examples of a supercomputers are these Cray, XMP, Cray T90, IBM. These are all the examples of a supercomputers. Thank you.